that a pitch clock violation?
Before we get into this one, I just want to point out there was an ejection number 2, CB Buckner, Chris Bryant, but there was zero video from either broadcast on it. So no video, but there is a report on the site if you want to read it.
To enable Matt Quattraro, the coaching staff, and everyone involved to say, here's a day to identify when to get a guy off.
Next Saturday, Jonathan India at the plate stands in with the 3-2 count.
Sometimes this business here, that's good for the health of the player.
The reason I show the 2-2 pitch is noticing how unremarkable it is. The pitcher begins delivery prior to the clock's expiration. We're good. But on the 3-2 pitch,
You can see Vasquez telling Woods Richardson when he stepped off, he pointed to his watch and said, come on, you got to hurry up.
this is where it gets a little complicated because, yeah, he does begin the motion prior to expiration.
And now time as Woods Richardson was beginning his motion. And what do we have? A pitch time violation on Woods Richardson.
By strict rule, it's not a pitch clock violation. That's what Rocco says.
That's going to be ball 4, and Rocco will leave the dugout.
Rocco is technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
That said, while there is technically a penalty for disengagement with the bases empty,
He's in the face of Nick Lentz. Rocco's in there as well, and I don't think Rocco's going to be long for this game. But a pitch time violation called on Woods Richardson.
however, that violation assessment is specifically requesting a new baseball. That did not happen here. They will continue arguing for a little while.
Reading Rocco's lips there for a moment, he said he didn't do that. Now what Lentz said...
What Lentz said has to do not with the pitch clock per se, but with the quick pitch rule, an illegal pitch delivered as the batter is, well, not reasonably set.
And Rocco's been tossed.
MLB noted the pitcher tried circumventing the pitch timer rule, and then when he realized the umpire wasn't buying it, quick pitched the batter. See, at first the pitcher tries to say, hey, pitch comp's not working. The umpire says, you're trying to circumvent the rule, you can't do that. And then the quick engagement with the mound was a quick pitch because the batter wasn't reasonably set in the box at the time. So it's really a blend of the two rules.
I like how the second base umpire, Vic Carapazza, just starts to creep up.
He's the crew chief. And Carapazza, he's the crew chief.
Crew chief rodeo clown technique, that's normal. We have a blend of two rules. My thought is you can head this off by adding a provision to the pitch clock rule that the pitcher must be on the rubber at 5 seconds. That heads off the quick pitch issue at the last second.
And now time as Woods Richardson was beginning his motion.
Super important to note, the bases are empty. Pitcher does not get any clock reset disengagements with the bases empty. And if the bases had runners, the pitcher would get 2 disengagements without penalty.
You know, Vic Carapazza, he's the crew chief. He has a microphone. I get it that a pitch time violation was called.
I agree. Use the microphone. Now let's talk about pitch comm, because that is what the pitcher cites as the problem here. Pitcher points to his ear saying, hey, it's not working. Catcher spams the buttons to get it to work. It works with 2 seconds left. This isn't the first pitch comm failure, which begs the question, why don't teams have backup plans for the catcher just to put down a sign like the old days?
We called a ball 4 pitch time violation because of what?
Because the pitcher's disengagement took the batter out of set, so he was looking at the umpire when the pitcher began his motion, so that is a quick pitch by rule. My proposal is directly address it with a rule or a policy. Say, hey, if pitch comm fails, y'all need to put down some signs and get it together. Additionally, for the batter, do we enforce the 8-second rule and say, oh, you weren't alert, even though the pitcher caused it, it's still on you? That would eject the offensive manager. This is a problem caused by pitch comm and pitch clock. So what would you do? How would you fix baseball? It's quite the conundrum.
Kiff, we have a conundrum.
So Rocco's been ejected here in the 6th inning.